Make money, make muscles, learn game. If you're listening to me, you're a hot dude. The hot dude life is not about your physical appearance. The hot dude life is a mentality. The Hot Dude Army is a global network, and the Hot Dude Army is everywhere. Decrease your judgment of others and increase the judgment of yourself. You belong to the streets, huh?
100%.
It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
This is a textbook example of really good game.
Boom, baby, we are live. Welcome to Interview with a Man, episode 566. Wow, we are just up there, aren't we? Happy Friday to everybody. The phone lines are open. Let's get this party on the road right now. Don't forget, call uno momento. Call right now. 657-383-1318. No call is too small. And the only stupid question is the one that you do not ask. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I have been in an ultra giga work mode, man. Holy cow. I have been working and working and working and working and working. Let's get that call-in button push, shall we? Boom, 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 baby. There it is. In the chat, how are your dopamine receptors this Friday morning? Are you ready to burn them out? I hope you are. Let me pull up the hotline. The Hot Dude hotline is open, baby. Call me. Call me now for your free reading. Okay, I'm gonna give you real advice. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and give you crap advice. You want to get your answers. You want to get some more money. You want to get some more muscles. You want to get more game. Call me right now. Okay, I am not gonna sit around like a certain YouTuber when you say, "Hey, I want to get some chicks. I want to get some girls." I'm not gonna sit around like this and be like, "You should chase excellence and not women, because that's what I've been doing my whole life. You got to chase excellence, not women." Terrible advice, okay? Come and get proper advice from the OG guy in the manosphere who has been working hands-on with all you guys the most consistently since 2019. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on down. Got a little bit of some new side things we got going on here. This is like, it has some can you see this? How it's made they put some filter to make me look really nice. It's crazy, right? Technology. Look at this one too. Look, this one's called Pumpkin Spice. I'm gonna take the next call like this. Okay, just for people to take me seriously as they review my videos at YouTube. All right, 425, you're alive. What's up?
Hey, man. Is this the OG?
This is the OG himself.
OG, man?
How are you?
Good. I have a real big decision. I need help.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I have two options. My first option is to go to Arizona to continue being a barback. and become a bartender,
How old are
and
you?
also like help build state. What's up?
How old are you?
22.
Where are you now?
Seattle.
Okay.
And then I'd also help like build stages out there, like for festivals.
Mm-hmm.
Because do you know Base Canyon?
No.
It's a really big EDM festival out here. I built the stages for it. I got connections with sound people.
Mm-hmm. I used to do
Or
that.
my other option is to stay and build stages.
Yeah, I did it for Country Fest 2006 up in Albany, New York. I drove from Orlando all the way up there, and it's friggin' it's slave work, dude. Like, they probably pay you a lot hourly, and you're happy about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was just happy. I mean, I just enjoyed my time. I was in the sun. I was working. I made lots of friends. It was like one of the best times of my life.
Okay.
I got free camping. They paid for my festival ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, I'd be doing the bar stuff, for actual employment.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And my other option is stay in Seattle, and so that the baseball season is ending soon, so
Mm-hmm.
I won't have as much work at the current bar I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a job lined up. There's going to be a brand new Cadillac, dealership,
Mm-hmm.
and they're hiring salespeople. So those are my two options. What do you think?
So your option is to move to Arizona to be a barback?
Yeah, and then work my way up to be bartender.
And what's your long-term life
Everyone,
plan?
Say again.
What's your long-term life plan?
I wanna be a great salesperson. I'm a promoter right now. I promote like EDM shows locally. I listened to an interview recently with Richard Harden, and he said, what's something you don't have to go to school? Who makes the most money? Salespeople. He said, who starts the most businesses? Salespeople. And I think, the EDM industry specifically is growing so fast. People at these EDM shows are all broke. They're all but they're spending all their money just to go. Like, this is the new religion, man, Kids going to these things these days. And there's a lot of money in it. This is my passion. This is what I want to work in.
Okay. If I be honest with you, this is a terrible idea.
Which one?
Everyone.
All of them?
I'm trying to find your train of logic here. So you want to be a sales guy. So your plan is to become a barback.
Well, I mean, you learn a lot about people. You talk to different people. You sell
Time out.
alcohol. If you sell big bottles, you get commission.
Time out.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Have you ever been a barback? I was a barback. That's how I paid my way through college.
Yeah, I'm a barback now.
And you do sales as a barback?
No, as a bartender.
Okay. If you want to be a good salesman, you want to get on a job that is actually requiring you to sell. Bartending is just a form of being a legal drug dealer.
Okay.
So bartending, barbacking, you're moving from Washington to Arizona. That's the plan?
Yeah.
And then what's the other option?
So one of the become a car salesman for a new Cadillac dealership
Where's that?
locally, so I wouldn't move.
Okay.
Seattle.
I got a better idea. Okay. How about you do something that is worthwhile? Okay. You can go to Arizona and you could get a job as a solar panel salesman. Now, you're going to have to knock on door to door and get these people to sign up for solar panels, right? But if you, as a man, can get out there, knock door to door, and make money and make some serious commissions with this solar panel gig, bro, mate, you're going to make some bank. I know guys right now that are making like 15, 20, 30 grand a month. And it's a blue ocean. You know what that means?
There's lots of leads.
It's an unsaturated market.
It's an unsaturated market. In terms of salespeople, there's not that many.
And there's customers, mate. Customers. There's
lots of customers. There's lots of leads.
There's tons of customers, tons of leads. That is how you're going to become a good salesman. Okay. Let me tell you something. I was a barback. Barback teaches you how to be a slave. Okay. Barbacking was one of the worst fucking experiences of my life. I was literally like a slave in that place. They were like, somebody throw up, get a barback to clean it up. You need ice, get a barback to grab it. Right, a booze, get a barback, clean up the bar. The barbacks are like the Marines of the nightclub. They're the first in and they're the last out. And you can make some good money, but you need to be thinking about not making money as a slave, as a man. Because remember, a male slave is a guy who trades. No, you don't, because if you knew, you wouldn't be calling in. So listen. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Good. Then stop talking. The point I'm trying to make here, buddy, is that you do not want to get into a position when you're trading time and physical labor for money as a man, because you're going to get older, you're going to get more tired, your body's going to get injured. And that just happens as you go on in this life and eventually die. So you need to think about cultivating a solid skill set that can make you rich and that doesn't really rely on a deteriorating asset, which is your body. Okay, if you're a sales guy, listen, man. Okay, if you're a sales guy, there are salespeople out there that are pulling in like $250,000 plus in like a week in sales. Some people do that in a day. A lot of people are terrified of being a salesman because they have this idea like, oh, salesman is unethical, salesman is scummy, salesman is this, salesman is that. But at the end of the day, the world revolves around sales. The entire planet revolves around sales. So if you become a sales expert, mate, sky's the limit in regards to your earning. Going out, let me tell you something too.
That's why I called you your sales expert.
Yes, I am. I'll tell you this too, right? In addition to that, going out, let me tell you something. It's fun when you're young and get it out of your system, but going to these festivals and hanging.
Say it one more time.
I say it's fun and everything right now while you're young, but going to these festivals and hanging out with people that are just like, a bunch of druggies and bums, because the majority of people that go to these EDM festivals consistently are losers. And you're just going to be hanging around to see losers. And now if your life is, you have to realize it's irrefutable. Whoever you spend time around, that is who you're going to become, period. If all your friends don't make six figures, then guess what? You're not going to be the outlier. If all your friends do drugs, you're going to do drugs. If all your friends are fat, you're fat. If all your friends smoke cigarettes, you're going to start smoking cigarettes, mate. It's just the law of the universe. So you have to ask yourself.
I would just say.
Okay, so you're going to let me talk, or you just want to cut me off because you got it all figured out?
No, please. Sorry.
Okay. What do you want to do with your life? What's your name?
I don't. The Shaw 2000.
Huh?
The Shaw 2000.
So your name is Shaw? Dude, if you just say your first name, nobody's going to track you down and find you.
Oh, no, I have a very unique name.
Okay. What is it?
Yeah, this is my username.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to address your first name. But anyways, what do you want to do with your life?
Like I said, I want to become a great salesman. I want to become rich.
What is rich?
I want to have a big family.
What is rich?
I want to multi-millionaire.
Why do you need multi-millions? What do you want to do?
I want to go to my home country and start a revolution.
Okay. All right, here's a troll. Well, at the end of the day, you guys got to remember that right there is your competition. Okay? It's a troll for sure. Smoked Out Wrestling says the host is corny. Hey, I understand you're in the middle class. It's tough. You're angry. You're not mad at me. So whatever you're going through, being poor, being a loser, being sexless, I get it. It's tough, man. I used to be a loser like you, for a few months when I was like 13 and I didn't have a job, so that was a while ago. So I understand you're a complete fucking loser, like the guy that just called in. But if you decide to apply Money Muscles Game Frame, you would be able to be like me. And me wearing the value of 5 or 7 of your cars on my wrist casually in my living room as I'd make a great display of your ignorance to help people who actually want to do something with your life. Because at the end of the day, I'm a winner and you're a loser. And the reason you're a loser is because of your actions and your habits. Your actions have made you a loser. You got to internalize that. You got to cultivate that within your heart and have a come to Jesus moment and realize, damn, I am a fucking loser. What can I do to change? And then start planning your way out of loserdom. I know it sucks. I know you're ignored by girls. I know you're addicted to porn. I know you jerk off. I know these things. It's okay. It's okay because guys like you are everywhere. And you can make jokes and you could try to do this and you could try to do that. But at the end of the day, it's all distraction from the fact that your life fucking sucks because you suck. But you can change. That's the good thing. So, give me a call, 657-383-1318. No calls too small. People says keyboard warriors. Guys, go ahead and smash the like button. Catching up here. How's everybody in the chat doing? Let me shout out to my members. Shout out to Cody Mouse in the house. Thank you always for being a long-time supporting member. If you want to be a member, go ahead and click that join button down below. It'll give you access to all the emojis, and I'll just be able to see you and take you a little bit more seriously in the chat. There we go. We got 404. Let's see who this is. Smoked Out Wrestling, give me a call. Call on in. 404, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, John, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. My name is Spencer. I just wanted to talk a little bit about a clip that I saw you upload the other day. It's about the Tinder sort of cycle. I think you just dropped it a couple days ago. I wouldn't say that that's exactly how it's going for me because I'm not getting hung up on these chicks, right? Obviously, I am red pill. But, and I am getting, most of the time, I'd say it's like a 50-50 shot unless I'm getting laid on the first date. But regardless, that cycle is true. I wouldn't say that that's exactly how it goes for me. But regardless, I'm not getting what I want, even if I am getting sex on the first date. So what do you think about that? How can I tweak it?
To what?
And what would you think about that? Basically?
Tweak it to what, mate?
I don't know. I've realized recently that, I thought I wanted to just get laid and whatnot, and I've been doing that, right? But regardless, I guess that's not what I want, is what I've come to the conclusion.
Why? How have you come to that conclusion?
Because I'm getting laid, but nothing in my psyche has really changed. I'm not really any happier. When you get laid and you're like, wow, I just went through all of this to get laid, and you pretty much got nothing.
After you have sex?
Yes. When you get laid and you're like, wow, I went through all of these tasks, and I finally got what I wanted. And when you're a kid and you get the toy that you wanted, and you get it, and you kind of play with it for a little bit, and then it's over. The joy. I guess I just like the chase, maybe. I don't know.
Um, how old are
Any
you?
sense at all?
Hey, how old are you, buddy?
I am 25.
Okay, and what's your body count?
Body count is probably in the 30s.
Okay, what do you do for a
I'd
living?
say plus or minus 2 of like 30.
What are you doing for a living?
I'm actually a financial advisor.
Okay, and where do you live?
I am in the southeast. I'm in a major city.
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
And how much do you weigh?
About 225-ish.
Okay, and so your problem is you are. Do you have an Instagram or anything?
I do. I don't really use it. Don't really get on Instagram. Not
No
big on
pictures.
social media.
No pictures of you on there.
Maybe I need to change that. Yeah, there are pictures of me on there.
What's your Instagram? I'm gonna look you up.
Let me give me a sec. I gotta actually see what it is because I never get on it. Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 47 SKO17.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're 25 and you're hooking up with chicks and you're just feeling empty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what hookup culture is, mate.
I don't know. I guess when I was younger, I thought this is what I wanted, and
You know, there's
the realization that's not it.
you know Native Americans, right? They one of the things they wish upon their enemies is they say, "I hope you get everything you ever wished for."
I feel that.
Sometimes we chase things because we
really
think.
do.
Sometimes we chase things because we think it's gonna fill like the emptiness inside of us, because we feel bad. But that's just like it's a masking of the actual problem. Okay. So you have to ask yourself, really, what do you really want to do, but maybe you just feel like you're kind of afraid to do.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
No, that's not about agreeing. I just asked you a question. Are you paying attention to me?
Say that one more time, then. Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. So what I said is that you have to ask yourself, what do you really want to be doing with your life?
In terms of with women specifically, right?
No, your life.
Okay, everything outside of women, I'm on track to do exactly what I want to do. I'm good there.
And what is that?
I'm in the exact field that I always wanted to be in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making the money that I always wanted to make.
Mm-hmm.
So everything there is pretty much on track.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So
then,
I'm doing good in regards to executing my plans
okay.
in terms of my career and everything like that.
And so do you live alone?
No, I've got some roommates.
Okay. Do you have any pets or anything like that?
Yeah, I got a German Shepherd.
Okay, cool. Good stuff. So then the biggest thing is like you just gotta, like when you climb one mountain, you just gotta climb another.
Yeah, I guess I'm looking for that next one. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So I mean that's something that only you can solve, mate.
That is true. I guess I'll have to take some time to reflect.
Yeah. So how often are you hooking up with these chicks?
I usually go on a couple of dates a month, so it's not. I don't have dates like every single week or anything like that. Usually a couple times a month.
And what's your retention rate like?
Retention is terrible. Not gonna lie. I'm really good at getting laid on the first date, but I'm not good at spinning plates. That is another thing.
Okay, well that could be part of it, because honestly, I'll tell you this: like, the life of just endless hookups is just kind of like, you know, it's really not that satisfying. You know, it's a low ROI.
It's not. And I guess that came as a surprise to me. Did it come as a surprise to you?
I just was sex is sales for me. So I just had, like, my pipeline was just so stacked that I was just too busy fucking so many girls for like consecutive years in a row that I even had a moment to sit down and realize, like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of this. Like, you have to understand this too, right? So when you're like getting a ton of chicks and they're all over you and they're just like consistently smothering you with love and affection, eventually it does get boring. Like, if you master it, you have to understand, like, these dudes who like are endlessly chasing chicks and they're out there, you know, wasting a bunch of time chasing pussy the whole time. Look at their lives outside of that. They're still broke. They still are not living up to their maximum potential. Their health is a total disaster because they're consistently out there, like, fucking drinking booze, doing drugs, eating shit food, you know, and their life is just slowly but surely withering away because chasing pussy for a long term is a very bad ROI. The only reason you should chase pussy, right, is so you can learn the art of getting pussy consistently, so you're no longer a slave to it for the rest of your life, like majority of men are. Okay? And here's the thing too. When it comes to getting pussy, it's twofold. It's getting pussy, it's keeping pussy, and it's making sure the pussy is well behaved. It's a 3-part thing. Okay? So you got the getting pussy down. The next one is keeping pussy, right? I know some guys here in Tokyo, right? And like, one of these chicks that hung out with them, like, came into their house, took off her high heels, and smashed their big screen TV, right? And these guys, you know, they get a lot of chicks and stuff, but they are constantly at the whim of their chicks. And every single girl knows that if she came into my house and she took off her heel and smashed my fucking big screen TV, they would find her at the bottom of a river somewhere. Not by my hands, but God would avenge me, if you know what I mean, right? So
Yeah.
you're at this position now in your life where it's no longer fulfilling, so stop doing it. If you want to look for, like, keeping the girl around, then honestly, because there really is not a lot of skill in regards to getting new pussy, right? It's relatively easy to do, especially because these chicks just give away, like, they give away their vagina so easily these days. It's fucking hilarious. Okay? And they can do whatever the hell they want, but for me, if I'm going to keep a girl around long term, I don't want a chick that's been ran through. Okay? That being said, going back to your situation here, you're going to want to learn to do 2 things. Understand, why are these chicks not wanting to keep you around? Okay, because there's definitely some kind of red flag. Because if you're a catch, bro, these chicks are going to lock you down, man. So you got to ask yourself, what exactly is going on with you? Are you choosing the wrong chicks? Are you behaving wrong? You're at the very beginning of the journey, my friend, especially at 25 years old.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. And one of the things you said in that clip was, like, meeting all these chicks on online dating sites and whatnot. You said even or the red flag was them even being on the site, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then I think that is a red flag. I think that's why I have chosen to keep it moving, like not really do any long-term things. I need to start approaching women in person. It's pretty much what it's come down to.
Say what?
I said I need to start cold approaching because I think that's a major point that you made in that clip, that, you know, the chicks on the dating sites, the fact that they're even on it is probably a red flag anyways. Right? So I need to diversify how I'm meeting these chicks.
Right. Yeah, I mean, again, like the chicks, like I said, it's a massive, massive red flag when the chicks are just like totally just, you know, consistently sourcing men off of dating apps. Like dating apps is like, they're like a bastion of chicks for mental disease, but you can put them to work, right? You can make them do what you need to make them do. And if you just need to get quick and easy sex, it's good. And you can find a decent chicks here and there, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a headache. You know, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. You're right.
But you have to listen to what's going on with you, right? Because you're no longer fulfilled, and if you just keep down this path, it's just going to be like you're just going to be enslaved by this shit. You know, contrary to what everybody in like the red
That's
pill,
what I'm trying to prevent.
You know, contrary to what everybody in the red pill space says, like you don't need to be out consistently, like just sleeping with chicks nonstop. You're gonna look like a clown.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Well, how long have you been working at your current job?
I've been in the industry for about 2.5 years, but on my current job, probably about 4 months.
Okay, what were you doing before? Like, where were you before?
I was at another firm, like a little bit smaller of a firm, as a broker. Like I've got all my licenses and all that, my registrations, and so now after 2-3 years, I'm finally beginning to crack 6 figures and making the money that I want to make.
At 25?
Yes.
Cool. Where are you in the world?
I'm actually in Atlanta.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and honestly, big cities usually are like, big cities, especially big cities in America, usually are filled with like shitty women. Like for retention, because they're out there just fucking out there just sleeping around with everybody. And it's just like, retention is a lot harder if that's because look, the thing is just like, I know people want to say like, oh, I'm just this endless bachelor and I'm just going to be, sleeping with chicks for the rest of my life. Bro, that's some of the most emptiest shit ever in the long term. Especially if you want to do something with yourself.
It is, and that's
chasing chicks. Like chasing
that's
chicks.
Something I didn't consider. I always thought that I'd be fulfilled by from the short-term relationships, but very quickly realizing that's not the case.
Right. Yeah. So
but,
you're growing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. You're growing. Listen to it. Okay. Take some time off, and then kind of give yourself a little bit of an audit. Say like, what exactly is going on? Why are these chicks not wanting to stick around? Because that's 1,000% on you.
Yeah. The thing is I'm not even like pressed that they aren't. It's not even like I can always get a new one.
You
There's
think?
no scarcity.
No,
anymore.
you think so. You think so, but good women are actually rare, mate.
Yeah. No, that's definitely true.
Big time.
No, it's definitely true.
Well, listen, it was good chatting with you. I got some other callers. I hope I gave you some clarity. And we'll chat soon. Call me back next week, yeah?
John. Yeah, you have a good rest of your day, all right?
All right, buddy. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
All right, this is The Filter. This is the one. All right, here we go. 607, you're on the air with Batman. What's up?
Yo, MLB, what up? Pete Us.
Hey, how are you, buddy?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, happy Friday and all that good stuff. I got a question. What do you think about the Venus Project?
About the what?
Well, the Venus Project?
The Venus Project. I've heard of that. What is that?
It's this man named Jock Fresco. He made up a new economy, basically a resource-based economy. It's basically taking technology to like a new level.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's a lot to go into it. My bad. I sent you a link to like a quick little video, a little intro on it. But what I'll just tell you basically the best way that I could describe it is basically that, a resource-based economy. An economy that's not monetary, not monetized, not based on money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new economy. The man that made it, sadly, he died not too long ago. But in Venus, Florida, he has a site, and it's kind of like a demo of the version of it, like the little land. So, like I'll read you the beginning. The Venus Project is a non-profit organization that recognizes the importance connection between global resources mismanagement and problems such as war, climate change, poverty, and hunger.
So can I tell you what I really
think? It's a little complex to get into, but it's basically the future that they hold from us.
Can I?
Finding like reasonable solutions to a lot of problems. For example, do you remember the 360 Connect technology?
Yeah, P-Dubs. Can I tell you what's really happening with you?
Yeah.
This is what's happening with you.
Sorry?
Let me tell you what's happening with you. So when you first came to me, your main problem was not getting your women situated and not having enough money, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, and then now you have your women situated, and your money is very well situated, correct?
Doing the best I can, every day, leveling up.
Yeah, no, you're doing great, and that's what I'm trying to tell you is, are you familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
Not really.
Okay.
Sounds familiar though.
So Maslow's hierarchy of needs just lets you know, like, once like your kind of like your base needs are met, like food, shelter, water, money, and sex, right? You start looking for a little bit more purpose and meaning to your life. And it sounds to me that you're trying to do this next stage of your life right now.
Is that what you were going through in the other video a little while ago? I think earlier this week you did a video on it, didn't you?
Which one?
I believe, yeah, you were speaking on this. Basically, when all your basic needs are met. That I remember you did a video. The guy was talking and he was going into it earlier this week. I remember rewatching it. I've been rewatching your videos a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying sounds familiar. Like, yeah, I remember you speaking on this.
I don't know. I release a lot of videos, pretty much like all week long. So it's kind of hard to say. Do you know what the title of the video was?
I could look at it on the phone. I just got to get off the phone to do it. But
well, here's the deal.
I remember you were speaking on it.
Let me go back to your question. Why do you want to move to this place? Are you going to take your children and stuff down to this Venus project? This sounds a little crazy, to be honest with you.
Oh, no. This is not about like going there, and to go there would be just to learn from his protege or the lady that was helping him out, Roxanne Meadows.
Mm-hmm.
She still talks about Jacques Fresco's work, and I'm saying this man was talking about technology that we could have had a long time ago.
If I were to be honest with you, this sounds. Listen. If I were to be honest with you, this sounds like a cult.
I don't know why. I don't know why you think it's a cult. It's really just about managing our resources and using our tech. Like, for example, do you know the Connect technology from the 360 back in the days that captures your emotions on the video game and the emotions appear?
Yeah.
that type of technology that captures your movements, the same way that a famous chef in Japan or Italy cooks up his stew, cuts his carrots, it captures that same motion. And now animatronics, like, you know how they say cars aren't built how they used to? Well, it's true. A man will hold the door while the other man welds it on. Now they have these animatronic robots that weld it on and even tie the bow on a Christmas commercial for you in the videos. You've seen it. So these same animatronic machines, they capture the emotions of a chef or even I believe doctors nowadays or whatever. It's like taking the technology to a whole nother level that these machines will actually repeat. So you press a button and the food that the famous chef did wherever, that those machines will replicate that same entree for you wherever you are. It's not just that. That's just a little bit of taste of things. For example, the bullet trains that are in Japan, that type of technology, taken it to a more advanced level. He's actually gone on this. There's a lot to it, fam. I mean,
so listen,
that's why I sent you that video on Telegram.
I got you. So it sounds to me like at this point you're kind of trying to sell me on it. You know, you're using examples from Japan. You're using, Sushi Chef, the Shinkansen. I get it. If you're asking me for permission to go,
stuff, man.
Listen. If you're asking, you're cool, man. If you're asking me for permission to go down there and check it out, I mean, you don't have to go down there, check it out, see what it's like. But if that's the answer to your question, because I want to answer your questions. That's what this show is all about.
All right. Yeah. All right. No, I just wanted to bring it to your attention. I really feel that it's the future that they stole from us, man. To keep us into this system that's here, this monetary system. I really wish you would just take a little bit of your time, 5 minutes, and watch that little quick video if you can. If not, I understand. I wouldn't be stressing it if I didn't feel it was important, and I wouldn't bring this to your attention if I felt it wasn't.
Yeah.
How I feel about it. But thank you for your time. As
I got
always.
you.
I'll keep watching. I'll keep hashtagging Red Pill up in the videos like Zorro with the Z, man.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we're all trapped in the matrix. It is what it is. We just got to do what we got to do. I'm going to take the next caller, but appreciate you calling in, all right?
Yeah. No problem. I'm telling you, this project will break the matrix, though. All right.
All right. Take care,
God
buddy.
bless, man.
Take care. Venus Project. I mean, yeah, dude, I have like, if you guys DM me on Telegram, I just have like 1 billion messages. King Dre, don't call me gay. How dare you? That thing is, there was a bunch of kiss marks on my face from all the ladies, sir. Okay? Listen, it's better than me being like this, right? Let me show you. You think that filter was bad? Let me show you. Let me show you a filter that emulates somebody in real life. You guys got to remember, you got to chase excellence, not women. You get out there and chase excellence, not women. Forget game, just live in Canada like me. Let's go to 720. 720, you're on the air. What's up?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, John.
Who's this?
How are you?
I'm good. Who's this?
This is Sam.
Okay, what's up, Sam?
This is my first time calling in.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
I just want to say I've been watching you for maybe the past year or so.
Uh-huh.
And I really love your message. You've made a positive impact on my life. And I just want to start out by saying thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Oh, let's hear it.
My question is, I am in my last semester in undergraduate. I have this semester and then an internship. I'm studying exercise science. And the plan was to go into physical therapy school.
Right, okay.
But as I'm learning more about it and speaking to more therapists and doing more research about the career, I don't know if it's the best choice.
Time out. Why?
And so I just wanted to...
Time out. Why is it not a good choice?
The reason... Yep. The reason being is because best case scenario, I would be paying $70,000 for that DPT program. And most average physical therapy salary is somewhere between, I think, $75,000 and $80,000. And so I'd be paying $70,000, best case scenario, to get a job that pays $75,000 to $80,000 after taxes. That's somewhere between depending, on what state you live in, like 60 to 58K.
Mm-hmm.
And so based off those numbers, that's one reason. The other reason is that I've spoken to a few therapists personally who've gone to different schools, and they said that if they were to do it over again, they wouldn't go to physical therapy school. And one of the reasons was because of the high student loan debt. But some of the other reasons was because, contrary to common belief, they were saying that you don't really learn too much about exercise in physical therapy school. I know it sounds crazy. They learn a lot about, medical terminology and diagnosing and stuff. But in terms of exercise, they were just telling me they didn't really learn a whole much about that. And the third reason is currently I work as a personal trainer. And back in August, I was working at a gym, and this individual walked in the gym, and I didn't know this, but he was a doctor at the university that I wanted to go to, and he had a whole bunch of injuries and nagging aches and pains that he was dealing with, and I've trained him, and he's pretty much reached a full recovery. And before that, I went to a whole bunch of other programs to learn about exercise and a whole bunch of other stuff. And based off of those reasons, I'm just questioning whether or not it's worth it to go to DPT school.
So wait a minute. Let me see. How old are you?
I'm 24.
So what's your alternative if you don't go to become a physical therapist?
Yeah, that's a good question. Currently,
what is it?
I work as a trainer at a different gym.
Mm-hmm.
I work the alternative would be to work as a trainer, and the studio I work at, it's awesome. I get paid a lot per hour. We charge anywhere between, we do charge $100 a session, and depending on how many sessions I work, I take home 55 to 75%. The problem I ran into is that finding, high quality clients, for me to train. I actually did hire a business mentorship to help me out with it.
Who?
But I had to stop with the mentorship because I just ran out of cash.
Who's your business mentor?
Yeah. So there's this gym in Canada. It's called Strata Internal Performance.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a similar business model that I'm in, and they've already succeeded at it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was learning from them.
Can you see my screen?
Give me 1 second. Yes.
All right, you see the calculator?
Yeah.
All right. So let's just do do some math. Yeah?
Okay.
So you're saying that getting a job paying you $75,000 a year, which is not the roof of the job, okay? That's not the ceiling.
Sure.
You're saying, because every time you want to run life calculations, you want to run worst case scenario, right? So let's say you get $55,
okay,
right, per session. And let's say you're working 8 hours a day. So times 8 is $440. Times 5 is $2,200. Times 4 is $8,800. Correct?
Okay.
So that means you're going to have to be working Monday to Friday, 8 hours a day. And that's the plan, because this is it. You could raise your rates, maybe. Let's give you a best case scenario. Let's say you get $75 per session times 8, $600 a day, times 5, $3,000 a week, times 4, $12,000 a month, and that is not minus taxes. And you're slaving away. In addition to that, you really don't have a specialty. Any dickhead can get a fucking 2-hour certification and become a personal trainer. Personal trainers are everywhere.
No, sorry. I would consider myself to have a specialty, and I know that sounds crazy.
What is your specialty?
But my specialty and demographic. Yep, my demographic is working with people between the ages of 50 and 70, and helping them exercise pain-free. Currently on my Instagram, I have 3 video testimonials. One was with a 71-year-old who I helped completely get rid of his shoulder pain. Josh, the doctor I trained, you know, he had broken ribs and shoulder problems, and I helped him out. And then I have another guy, Daniel, who is in his early 20s, who used to have shoulder pain when bench pressing, and I helped him out. So, yeah, those video testimonials, they're on my Instagram.
So you got 3 leads fed to you by your gym.
Yeah.
What happened to your gym during the coronavirus lockdown?
So that's a good question. I was working at for the gym I was telling you about, I was working at a recreation center, and they actually got shut down. And so I had to work at a grocery store.
And so if this happens again, is your job pandemic proof?
Maybe. And the reason being is because we actually have physical therapists that work at the location.
Stop,
and
bro.
So
Stop.
it could be considered like, okay.
Bro, you live in fucking Canada. The most like draconian lockdown state in all of Western Hemisphere. Are you kidding me?
So the mentors that I was learning from are in Canada, and it was online, but I live in Colorado.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you said you're in Canada. So your mentor's in Canada. Okay. So you're in Colorado, but it's not pandemic proof. I don't care what anybody says.
Yep, it's true.
And at the end of the day, you're just trading time for money. Now, if you're okay with that and that's what you want to do with your life, that's okay. I don't advise it for the optimal path.
So do you think I should maybe not consider physical therapy or personal training and just find another career path, or what do you think?
Why are you so anti-personal physical therapy? Physical therapy is a fucking great job, man.
It's the student loan aspect of it.
So what's your alternative?
The advice I've got from other PTs.
Time out. I want you to pay attention to me when I'm talking to you, mate, okay?
Okay.
So what's the alternative then? You're afraid to get in debt?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the idea of having $70K in debt just isn't appealing to me.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're trading that for a high income skill that has longevity.
Okay.
Let's go to the United States Department of... let's check this out, what we got here. Okay, let's see what we got here. So, looks like the mean salary, which is the average salary. So, you have Office of Health Practitioners, 86 Gs, 91, 96, okay, 96. You're in Colorado, so 84. You should get out of Colorado, by the way.
Yeah.
You know. How long is the school? Isn't it a master's degree?
No, they only offer doctorates.
So you're going to be a doctor in physical therapy? How long will it take?
So I have, the program is the one I'm looking at. It's 2.5, but there are some that are 3 years.
And then how old are you?
I'm 24.
So you'll have a doctorate in this field, and your alternative is to be a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Okay. Personal trainer is not that like skilled of a job, mate. Okay, unless you become like extremely highly specialized, and you have a bunch of clients online. That's one way, but it's like entrepreneurship. It's going to be a grind. Are your parents poor?
No, they're not.
What do they do for a living?
My dad is a computer programmer.
Okay.
And my mom, she was a physical therapist assistant,
Mm-hmm.
but she's retired.
So why don't you become a computer programmer like your dad?
That's a good question.
Are you buying this bullshit of
honestly
like?
haven't thought-
Listen to me. Are you buying this bullshit when people are like, follow your passion and do what you love? Because that's like garbage advice, right? Doesn't work. The real world doesn't work like that.
You're right.
Who advised you? Who said it was okay for you to get a 4-year degree in exercise science? Your dad was okay with that?
No, well, so I took like a year and a half off because I wasn't sure what I wanted to get my undergraduate degree in. And then
time out. What were you doing on this year and a half?
The goal was like,
listen, please focus when I'm talking to you. I want you to be actively listening, okay? What were you doing on that year and a half?
That was during COVID, and I was working as a at the grocery store, and I was also doing grocery delivery.
So and why did school shut down and you couldn't attend school? Is that why you took a year and a half off?
No, I took a year and a half off because I wasn't sure if physical therapy was the right road. Because when I was at the time, that's what I thought I wanted to do.
Do you live at home with your parents?
No, I live in an apartment.
Do they help you pay rent?
No.
You're completely financially independent. You're not lying to me.
Well, I have a roommate with my sister, but I think they pay for my phone bill. But other than that, I pay for everything.
As a man, it's never good to take time off. Like if you're going to take time off, like couple months at the absolute max. You don't have the luxury of wasting time, my friend.
You're right.
Do you think when I was studying in university to get my college degree in psychology, do you think I wanted to work at Olive Garden? Do you think my passion was fucking breadsticks?
Nope.
But I had an objective. The objective was get the degree, get to Japan. This whole thing of chasing your passion and all that shit, mate, that's not real. Like, chasing your passion is a luxury. Do you understand that? You need to have a baseline set of skills, first of all, in order to sustain a good living that you can build upon it financially. So, you're able to sustain yourself by delivering groceries, but what do you have to show for it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bread and eggs go on the top, right? That's about it.
Pretty much.
It's okay to work shit jobs, but if you got to be working the shit jobs to get you someplace. But you were just taking a year and a half off. Do you smoke weed?
No.
You lying to me?
I never have. I've never smoked weed in my life.
So I don't get it. What were you doing for this year and a half? You a Christian? You going to church? You Jesus? What were you doing for this whole year and a half?
No, I was working like 60 hours at the grocery store and delivering groceries.
Do you have a bunch of money saved up for that?
A majority of it went to paying off my undergraduate degree. I don't have any loans.
Okay. And when do you graduate?
So the spring after my internship in the spring, I'll be done.
Well, at least you'll have a bachelor's degree. So what's the big picture that you want to do with your life, buddy?
I don't say this in a gratuitous way, but I honestly think like I could be one of the best physical therapists in the world potentially.
By skipping physical therapy school?
No, well, like here's the thing, like rehab and this like exercise thing, I think there's like a big demand for it. My biggest thing that I got hung up on was just the student loans.
Right. So, but let's just go back to this. You want to be the greatest physical therapist in the world, and you think that you don't need to go to physical therapy school because you already know everything that they're going to teach you in physical therapy school.
I know this sounds crazy,
Yeah.
but you know that physician I trained, Josh?
Yeah.
I had a call with him a couple months ago, and we had a conversation about this. And from his words, he even said that I probably wouldn't learn much in terms of like the exercise component of physical therapy.
But it's not about...
I know that sounds crazy.
It does sound crazy. And the thing is this, if you want to be the best physical therapist in the world, how are you going to tell people, I'm the best physical therapist in the world, and I didn't even go to physical therapy school? I'm just going off of what you're telling me, you know? I'm trying to think how I'm wrong.
Sorry, say that again?
I'm trying to calculate how I could be wrong here, but if you're telling me you want to be the best physical therapist in the world, then go to physical therapy school. You're only worried about debt. Dude, like, money's not real, man. It's just fucking numbers on a screen. Get that piece of paper, get the job, and get cash flow coming in right now. How much money are you making a year right now?
Probably somewhere around 35K.
Okay, so just above the poverty level.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back here. Okay, let's use math and common sense. You ready?
Okay.
Look at the screen. All right. So here we have this, right? So you're currently making $35,000 a year, right? And you're living and sustaining yourself off of $35,000 a year. So let's say you go to school and you get done in 3 years. Let's give you worst case scenario. So now you get a job, and guess what? You're making $85,000 a year. But you have $75,000 in loans. So all you need to do is pay off, just live the same way you're living, and pay off your loans. $40,000 1 year. You have $40,500 next, and then guess what? Next year you pay off another $40,000 because you have $45,000 left. Right? Now you got $5,000. And then next year, you're completely debt-free. At that time, you'll be 30, debt-free. And really, as a man, your life kind of begins at 30. Now you'll be 30. You'll have a doctorate in physical therapy. You'll have 3 years of experience on your hand, under your belt. And if you want to be, let me ask you something. You want to be the best physical therapist in the world, are you going to work for someone, or are you going to have your own practice?
I'm not sure.
No. The answer is no, sir. Okay? The answer is no.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. What did you want me to tell you? You called me. It seems like you wanted me to tell you something. What did you want to tell me?
No,
want me to tell you, huh?
No, I called in because I've watched previous consultations, and I've heard you say this idea that, if someone is, wealthier than you in a better position to you, you got to listen to them and take advice. And
Right.
I knew I wasted that 1 year just working.
You did.
And I was just in the fork in the road.
Mm-hmm.
And just wanted to give you a call to see if you could just help me out.
You're already down this path, right? You told me you do want to be a physical therapist, but you need to go to physical therapy school. But you're scared about spending money. That's like me saying, I want to be a YouTuber, but I don't want to spend $500 in this microphone. I don't want to spend $3,000 on this camera. I don't want to spend $5,000 on my computer, but I want to be a YouTuber. So I'm just going to make YouTube videos on my iPhone and hopefully save some money. And then I'm going to become the best YouTuber in the world with my iPhone streams. You see how silly you sound?
Yeah.
So let's go down to the root of this. Why do you think this is a problem for you?
What? Could you maybe say it another way? I'm not sure I understand.
Why is this a problem for you in your mind? Why is taking money out a problem for you?
Taking loans out a problem? That's a good question.
I know the answer.
Honestly, maybe because I'm playing to not lose.
Almost.
Is it like just fear?
Bingo.
Or is it something else?
Bingo, buddy.
Okay.
You are afraid. And you look like a clown because there's nothing to be afraid about. It's nothing to be afraid of, my friend. Fear is not real. And if you live in fear and you make these decisions out of fear, mate, you're not going to get anywhere. At all. Ever. Fear is the mind killer. You ever watch that movie Dune?
I have not.
Read the book? You think, let me ask you this.
Not yet.
Do you think it was a logical decision for me to come over to Japan with $2,500 in my pocket, not in a bank account, not anywhere, in my pocket? That's all the money I had, right? Had a job lined up, bought a one-way ticket, okay? Had my Toyota truck repossessed, maxed out all my credit cards, got rid of my apartment, got rid of everything, and got on that plane to come over here and teach English for $25 an hour. You think that's a really bulletproof, solid plan?
On paper, no.
Right. But it worked for me. Now let's look at your plan. Go get a doctorate in a field that is going to have longevity for the longest time because people are going to keep on getting older. Physical therapy is in massive need. You're going to have it totally financed with your loans. And then when you're out, you're going to have tons and tons and tons of clientele. And you're going to be making way more than $25 an hour teaching English in a foreign country.
John, you're right. I think it was just the fear of the loans.
It is fear, my man. It is fear. That's all it is, my man. It's fear. But as a man, you got to learn to feel the fear and do it anyways. You know why? Because you need to practice having courage. Courage as a man is extremely important. And you cannot be courageous without the presence of fear. If you act in spite of fear, that is courage. But if you're not afraid, then there's no courage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, here's today's lesson. Take it like a man, but you are a little bit of a chicken. Okay? You lack courage. And in life, if you want to be successful, you're going to have to do some things that are going to require you to take risk. Can't be a chicken. You got to practice your courage muscles, mate. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll thank you for, having that discussion with me. I'm going to go to DPT school and I'll figure it out.
Call me back. We'll talk soon, all right?
Thanks, Sean.
You're welcome, buddy. Bye-bye. Don't be afraid, boys. Remember, do the work. Do the work. Oh, boy, oh, boy. All right, let's go to 6110. 610, you're on the air, big guy.
Yo, John, how you doing?
Doing good, man. How are you?
All right. Just about to go for a run. Thought I'd call in.
Great.
Since I've been listening to you for the past 2 years.
Thank you. Your voice sounds familiar.
Christian, Billy.
Oh, what's up, man? What you doing?
Not too much, man. I was about to go crush a run right now.
So what's good?
Just calling in saying what's up.
Have you been staying sober?
Yeah, I have.
You lying to me? You tell me the truth.
The Philly Marathon, so.
You telling me the truth? You're not lying, are you?
I meant like. I snuck a drink here and there, but I've never nowhere near the path I was going down.
Okay, that's still not okay, but not bad. Okay, not bad.
I mean, when I take a girl out for for a date or something, it's kind of easy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I take a girl out for a date. I'll grab one margarita. It's kind of my move.
Okay, fair play. I'll give that to you. How's the weight loss coming along?
It's really good, actually. Like I said, I just turned 30 years old, and I'm probably in the best shape of my fucking life. It's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Like I said, I signed up for that marathon. I did it a couple of years ago. I did it in 3 hours and 40 minutes. So I'm shooting for 3 hours and about 33 minutes this time. So it's going to be tough, but
so
we should do it.
You have accepted the truth.
Okay. So you got a question for me today?
Yeah. So last time we talked or whatever, like the game plan was, you know, start working for my dad, take over his business. I haven't made the official move. I'm still working at my corporate job, but I mean, I don't like every time I try to get things in motion with my father, it's just not working. It's like, in other words, it's very, very toxic, and it's taking a huge toll on me, like mentally.
Right.
And I don't like, I got like 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out the door. And I'm not sure, I don't know if I should abandon ship for like my own mental state and find a new path or, you know, stick with it and like find a way to make it work.
What do you think is the easy answer? What do you think is the right answer?
What do I think is the easy answer? What do I think is the hard answer? The easy answer would be, you know, to just say, fuck this and go or stay at my job or, you know, go find another corporate job or whatever. Obviously that is the easy answer. The hard answer is to just continue butting heads with my dad and then, you know, kind of shoot from the hip and hopefully it all pans out.
So I would say this, because you do need the information. I have tolerated shitty people in my life before to get the information from them so I can go down my path. Because currently you hate your job and your main plan is to get the information from your father, right? One of two things. You're still in my private coaching, right? So what do I tell you to do? Next time you have a conversation with your father, record it, and so I can hear it.
All right. He's calling me right now as we speak.
Yeah. Listen.
The thing is, it's not.
Listen.
It's not even.
Listen. Just give me a moment.
Yeah.
Why does you say the conversation devolves into an argument every time?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, like for instance, like
time out. Listen, Christian.
Yeah, okay.
Christian, an argument takes two people.
Agreed.
Okay. And here's the bottom line.
Agreed.
I posted this on Instagram earlier this year, or earlier this week, okay? And Fat Joe was talking about something on his Instagram, how a lot of guys, they just don't know how to be number two. They don't know how to know their place. And if you're going to go to your father and learn this skill from him to get this life that you want, then you got to humble yourself and just tolerate it.
Yeah, you're going in and out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's because you're outside running around, mate.
All right. Sorry. All right, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is that you got to...
So, you have accepted the truth.
You got to know... you got to know your place. You got to play your cards correctly. If you want this data from your father, you got to get the data from your father. No matter what.
Yeah, I'm with you. And
you don't think I tolerated bullshit? Listen. I had to tolerate so much bullshit at my last corporate job, okay? Dude, my boss was like making these really uncomfortable, like, gay passes at me in the office. And I had to tolerate that shit in order to fucking get my bonus so I could quit and build my first YouTube studio to start this shit. There was days that I wanted to... Dude, some bitch in the office threw a fucking full beer can at me when she was drunk at a fucking outing. And she was given the free pass because she was a goddamn... she was a fucking chick and I was a foreigner. There was a million times I got fucking shit on, disrespected, and I just had to fucking tolerate it.
Yeah.
Because you gotta have your...
I'm okay with tolerating.
Listen.
Stuff. Yeah.
Listen. You gotta have the long-term objective in your mind, buddy.
Okay.
You got to have that in your mind. What is the goal?
At surface level, it's just to get out of my corporate job. That's just basic surface level, to replace what I'm making at my corporate job with working towards my father. That's basic level goal. And then once I hit that, I mean, like that, then it comes to like personally.
Right.
You know, I would like to purchase a home one day.
Right. And then to top it off, if you do walk away from this situation with your father, let me ask you something. Why is your dad calling you this morning?
Why is he? Well, okay, this is where it gets like actually pretty crazy. So it's not only that my father that I'm dealing with, right? Just to summarize the situation. So my dad, he's got a couple drivers working for him. Okay.
Right.
One of them is my personal childhood friend.
Right.
He's kind of a fuck up.
Okay.
All right. He was out boozing last night till 4 a.m.
Right.
So I'm getting an ear like. So they argue a lot too. So I'm in the middle of it too. So I hear, my buddy's calling me bitching about my dad. My dad's calling me bitching about my buddy, and it's just like back and forth, and I'm like stuck in the middle of it.
Who brought him on board?
He did.
So then
he did. So technically to give it even more, like he is his own independent contractor. He is his own LLC. So my dad brings in work. My buddy brought his own truck, and my dad essentially is a freight broker to him, and he's taking a cut out of it. However, my buddy doesn't understand that if he kind of just chooses when he wants to show up to work or the work that he wants to do, and sometimes he just will booze till 4 a.m. and not make a pickup at 8 a.m. and my dad will lose a customer because he told a customer that he was going to do this work and he had a guy do it for him, and he didn't have his driver show up for it.
Right. So why can't you do what your friend does?
Because I don't have a truck yet.
How much does a truck cost?
I don't have my own personal truck yet.
How do you get your hands on a truck?
I'm sorry?
How do you get your hands on a truck?
I would have. Well, I've been working on that. I personally just got myself near out of debt. I got a few $100s left on my credit card. I've been trying to bank like upwards to like five G's for a down payment on a used truck that's probably going to run me around, like a box truck will probably run me around like $32,000, like a used beat up one.
So then why don't you do this? Why don't you strike a deal with your buddy and say, hey, man, why don't we split the workload when you go out and booze? Because, use him and his addiction against him. Like, yeah, man, go out drunk, get drunk, have fun, whatever. Let me drive your truck, and then I'll just run these things for you. Because the thing is this is how you get this is how you get ahead in life, okay? You find the guy in charge when you're not the guy in charge, and you make his life easier.
Correct.
So why don't you hit up the buddy and negotiate with him? Be like, hey, man, here's the deal. I know you like boozing and shit. Like, yeah, boozing's great, whatever. If you feel like you're not going to be able to make it, give me the keys to your truck. I'll run the route for you, man. And then that way we don't lose customers. You can have fun. I take the load off for you. We keep my father happy, so money keeps coming in for both of us. In the meantime, you're acquiring skills and you're acquiring, knowledge to do exactly what you need to do. How is that not a good plan?
Okay. That is actually a solid plan. One other thing, and I'll let you go. So one of the arguments that I get or one of the things we bump heads with, or something that I don't understand. So I try to understand how my dad bills his customers, right? So like he's like Rain Man. He's nuts. So a customer would be like, "Yo, man, I got 5 deliveries. Like, can you do it for us?" And then like mentally, he just like spits out like a number to bill them. And I try to ask him, I'm like, look, I don't have the ability just to calculate that number in my head. Where are you getting that number from? Like how, like if you, when you're dead and gone, you know, which will be in a couple of years, and I'm running this shit, how do I know how to bill somebody? And his communication skills are like at an all-time low, and it's just so hard to extract certain information out.
So, okay. So listen, don't make excuses. Yeah. Find solutions. Yeah. So if somebody has bad communication skills, what you need to do is when you're communicating with them, communicate in the most minimalistic fashion in order to extract the data you need.
Okay. I mean, I guess in theory, I could do my own research and calculate a price myself.
No, the fastest way just to ask your dad, say, hey, Dad, I'm really interested in how you price these things out. How do you quote clients? Because I want to be able to quote clients in the future. And then sit down and listen.
Okay. All right. I mean, I think, like, I've tried that, and it's just very, like, I'm going to record a conversation, and I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
And I think you're going to get, like, a slight idea of what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
How difficult this man is, but
dude, like,
yeah.
Listen up. Welcome to entrepreneurship. Do you know that only 10% of people in America own a business? Do you know only 10%?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know the exact stat, but yeah, I knew it was slim.
And of those businesses, only a fraction are not majority of them are not profitable, like not grossly profitable.
Yeah. Yeah, and
not
I mean,
basically.
I can speak on
not extremely profitable like my business. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, that's like another fear that I have, like, especially when, you know, I'm getting into an industry where you have a large overhead, you know, whether it be fuel prices, truck maintenance, trucks, you know, like all this like nonsense. Like when it comes to something like what you're doing, like your overhead is fairly low, whether it be equipment for your YouTube show or you know, something like that. Like I need truck insurance, freight insurance,
but listen,
wages.
Listen. One thing at a time. Okay. The point I'm trying to make to you is this. Yeah. The majority of people do not own a business. They do not work for themselves, right? That means
correct.
You're going to have to go through life a little bit differently than the average person. You're going to have to deal with different problems. Like for me, the biggest problem in my life are the goddamn taxes, right? I had to pay $80,000 something in fucking taxes. There's criminals in America, and I don't even live there. That's my big problem. What's the average person's problem? They have to go to work Monday to Friday, and they hate their life. So choose your problems. And the bottom line is this. When you're starting off a business, you're going to have to make a lot of investments in time, a lot of investments in money, a lot of investments in equipment. And then, you know, it's going to take time. But then once you get things streamlined, then you're coasting, bro.
Yeah. I mean, my bigger picture, like I'll do the grind for 5 years. I mean, I'm energetic. I can do the grind for 5 years, but the bigger goal would be, you know, to be running this from a desk one day.
And have a team of drivers under you.
And have people work under me.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. But it's not going to happen overnight, mate. It's going to take some time, all right?
All right. I can breathe a little bit easier. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to give this crazy man a call.
Come on, man. I mean, Christian, I've been telling you since the day I met you that you are a fucking talented guy and you can do it. Now, after me hounding you for 2 years, you're finally getting it done and you're killing it. Just keep going, bro. You have to understand, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, because that's what you are, welcome to hell, you are solving problems every day. But the upside is you get to be free. You're outside of the matrix.
Yeah. I mean, not only that, just I just feel so fucking dead when I'm at my corporate job. Like I'm just a goddamn zombie.
Yeah, well,
you sit at a desk for 10, 12 hours a day. It's just, oh god damn.
Yeah, mate, and that's why you think the majority
It's
of people.
terrible way to go through life.
Why do you think the majority of people in these corporate jobs overeat, overdrink, overspend, do a shitload of drugs? They are also miserable, but they have accepted their misery. You're taking a different path. I felt the same way. I used to work at Aon Hewitt, a multi-billion-dollar Fortune 500 company. I had a great job, had a great office, had everything. And I was like, bro, this is a motherfucking trap. I knew it. I was 25. I was like, I am enslaved. This is a trap, and I'm not doing this. Not on my watch. Not in my finite years. Same thing when I went back to America in 2016 and I saw just like the state of America. Because, when you leave America and you come back, you see how it erodes at a rapid rate. I was like, there is no way in hell I'm spending my prime of my life in this disgusting third world shithole. Fuck that. Fuck these fat bitches. Fuck these crazy motherfuckers who are obsessed with politics. I am out. Okay? You took the leap of faith that 99% of people don't take. 90 technically. Right?
Yeah.
Technically 90.
Can I ask you about that for a quick second? So
yeah, take your time.
When I get all this together, I'm pretty much married to it, right? Meaning I'm stuck in Philadelphia unless there's some magical, I absolutely fucking kill it in the next 5 years where everything goes as smooth as possible, and I can really run this from wherever I want. But dude, Philly is such a shithole. It's the most depressing. It's disgusting. I don't know if anyone out here is listening. Mm-hmm. If you want to see something terrible, look up Kensington, Philadelphia. It is a zombie world. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't want to be here like much longer. Mm-hmm. But I also don't want to be stuck in a corporate thing. So I'm kind of fighting that.
Yeah, dude. One thing at a time, mate. One thing at a time. Okay.
Yeah.
So first things first. First things first. Get the information that you need to start this business on your own. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, dude, move to Texas. You got a fucking truck. Get in the goddamn truck and drive. Move to Texas. Move to the Carolinas. Move to all the rich people are moving. All the rich people are moving to the Carolinas, Texas, and Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Florida does sound pretty nice. Yeah.
You can do it, mate.
All right, John. I'm gonna let you go. I missed Sunday's coaching, monthly coaching. When are we up next?
I'm gonna ask you to be a grown 30-year-old man. Look at a calendar and figure it out. Okay.
Well, no, because I knew we were doing I know this month was weird because you did it off track. All right, I'll look at it up. This
is you trying to figure out the schedule right now. It's on the 2nd and 4th Sunday, but which one is it?
Sorry. All right, I'll figure it out. I'll let you go.
All right, get out of here. See you later. Bye. I signed up for coaching, and it's on the 2nd and 4th Sunday. So far, 2 Sundays have passed by, and the 3rd Sunday, it's on its way up. Oh, fuck, I gotta figure this one out. I better call MLD. This is what you guys do to me. This and this right here. I need to go get another hair transplant soon. Okay? But right now, I'm blooming, baby. Look at that. The sun goddess over here. All right, let's go. 949, you're on the line. What's up?
MLD.
It is me.
Man,
it's me, Pumpkin Spice Latte. What's up?
First of all, man, I just wanted to say I appreciate what you do for everyone, man. It's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But I'm kind of looking for some outside advice. I'm contemplating a move. Honestly, I guess kind of give you some background information. I'm 36. I spent 6 years in the Marines.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I lived in Japan for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what kind of gravitated me towards you, seeing that you live there. I pretty much traveled all over Southeast Asia, all over America. But in the last 15 years, I've probably been in America a total of maybe 2 years, like all combined.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm in Vietnam. I've been here for probably about a year and a half. And I'm just like kind of trying to figure out like, where do I want to like, I guess, settle down? Because like, okay, so I grew up as an orphan. So there's no like family back in the US. Most of my friends are all like military guys, but they have families now or they're kind of spread out or whatever. So there's no like solid like core, you could say, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So like, as I'm getting older, I'm just trying to like decide like, I guess, where to settle down. And because I've traveled so much, it's just kind of like a difficult decision. Financially, I'm pretty set.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, somebody that lives overseas like you do, I guess, just trying to see if you can give me, any type of like solid advice. Like, I've been debating, like, I would love to live in Japan, but
I'll be honest.
As you know,
are you black?
Unless you're married or, go ahead.
Are you black?
Sorry?
Are you African American?
I'm mixed, black and Italian.
Right. So you know that these motherfuckers are ultra racist over here.
Yeah.
Even me, I'm like a caramel flavor, and they're just like, this guy's a terrorist. Like, if you're not white, they're like, this guy's probably gonna stab me. So I don't know. The racism is here.
Well, that's kind of my issue right now.
All right, you gonna let me talk, or you want to let me talk? How's this gonna work out?
Sorry.
What I'm trying to try to tell you is this, okay? If you live abroad, you have to deal with the fact that you're always going to be a foreigner. There's advantages, right? So you got to be able to stomach that. Why are you considering getting out of the States?
Well, I was in boot camp when I was 21 years old, and they offered me to go to Japan for free. So
no, I'm talking about right now, G.
Oh, I mean, after I got out of the Marines, I kind of just bounced around from country to country, and I kind of like lost. I guess you could say I kind of like lost touch with being in the States for so long. Whenever I did go back, I just honestly felt out of place.
And what do you do for a living?
I've been doing day trading since 2017.
And how much money you make a month?
Roughly between 12 and 15,000.
And so your biggest problem is that you just don't know where to go?
Honestly, yeah, just because I'm getting older and again, I don't have any like family, so I'm kind of like just trying to figure like where should I settle down,
Well, you got to ask yourself, you got to make a plan, bro. You've got money, Are you fat slob? Are you ugly? Are you good looking? What's the deal?
I definitely don't think I'm ugly. I never had a problem with women in any country. Mm-hmm. No, I'm in pretty good shape.
What's the longest relationship you've ever had?
Let's see, 3 years.
Okay. So here's the thing, man. You're getting older. You want to, the thing about bouncing around, right? It seems cool when you're doing it, but you really realize, bro, what are you doing? You clearing a fucking storage closet?
Sorry, that's my puppy.
Well, fucking put that god thing in the kettle and let me just like talk to you for a second. Okay, I can't hear you with that thing scampering around.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So, the thing I'm trying to tell you is this. It's only going to get worse as you get older. And you're going to be continually isolating yourself. Now you have to ask yourself one of two things. Are you okay with your life being a series of little relationships with women and people that eventually dissipate? Or do you want to sit down and stay in a place and get involved in a community and build a life for yourself? Because living a lonely life is not, in my opinion, I don't want to fucking do it.
I agree.
I mean, this life is already hard as it is. Why the fuck would you want to do that shit alone? And I think now, you know, if you are making this kind of money, you understand that, hey, once you have all this money, it doesn't mean that much if you don't have somebody to spend it with.
I fully agree with you. That's kind of why I'm in the situation where I'm contemplating so much. That you're exactly right. I've been traveling so much. It's always just short stints here, short things here, short things here.
Yeah.
It's like, I just feel like I want to settle down.
All right, well, listen up, Moneybags. Why don't you book a consultation with me and we sit down and we hash this out?
Fair enough. All right,
Shut up and take my money.
All right, do me a favor. Go to Modern Life Dating right now and book it, and then we'll schedule it out this week.
Modern Life Dating. When the link's right here? Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Go to modernlifedating.com and then click the coaching, click the 40-minute option, and then process that, and then we'll get on a call. We'll get on a Zoom call, okay? Make sure you have a webcam and all that on your computer.
Yeah.
And we'll sort you out.
Okay. Perfect. I appreciate it.
Book it now on the call. We're gonna see if you're full of shit or you're about this life.
Definitely not full of shit.
We're about to find out.
Coaching?
Yeah, go to coaching.
Okay.
What's your name, bro?
Nick.
Are you getting disability?
I was, but it kind of it dropped it down after a while. So.
You can reapply and get more. You can game the system if you want to.
I've heard that. I've had some buddies tell me that. Second. Check out as a guest. Is the only way to pay through PayPal?
You can use a credit card. You just have to put the information in.
Let me try. Check out as guest. Come on. I can't send you a screenshot, but it just keeps telling me to sign in a PayPal account. It says check out as guest, and then when I click that, it just brings me to a PayPal.
You can't click anything else? How does this work?
Like I said, I mean, I don't know if I can send you a screenshot of it, but it says log into PayPal. I don't use PayPal, so it says check out as guest. I click check out as guest, and it still keeps telling me, like, do a PayPal thing.
All right, can you go to computer? You're a day trader. You probably got a fancy...
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Go. Are you doing it at a computer or are you doing it on your phone?
No, I'm on my MacBook.
Okay. So you're going to modernlifedating.com. Let me see. You click on coaching. And then buy now, 40 minutes.
Yeah. $500.
Yep. And then, yeah, you should be able to process.
It says log into PayPal.
It says pay or debit. Or
it says check out as guest.
Check at the bottom. There should be a gray bar that says pay with debit or credit card.
Mine doesn't say that. It says log into PayPal. Gives me like an option there at the bottom of that. Underneath the little blue thing that says next, it says check out as guest. So I click that, and then it asks me again for a PayPal thing.
You don't have a PayPal account? All right.
No, like maybe 4 years ago, yeah, it stopped working for me.
Do you have Zelle?
No.
You don't have Zelle? Well, I don't know what to say then. I guess we can't help you.
Let me see.
I mean, it should work. Everybody else is able to do it. It asks for an email address. Put the email address.
Let me just put random. Let me just put one of my other ones.
No. Put an email address associated with you.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let's do it. Card. Yeah, I'm on the payment site now. Give me 1 second. This card information. Two. What the heck? Okay. So I got a red error message. Says, this card can't be used for your payment. Please add a different debit or credit card.
Oh man, you're a mess.
I mean, I've been overseas for a long time. It is a little difficult sometimes with purchasing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It does get tricky sometimes.
Well, I guess just send me a DM on Instagram, Hot Dude Life. We'll figure it out.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate it. I'll definitely send you a DM.
Yeah, that's a big thing we got to sort out. Just join us in the year 2022 and make a PayPal account. Yeah.
Well, I had one, but they froze it a while ago when I lived in Thailand, and just they never let me back in.
Right, because you didn't call them and get it out. You didn't sort it out. That's not. You don't blame it on them. That's on you, G.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, listen, call me because I can help you out with or hit me up and I can help you out with sorting out the things, yeah?
Okay, appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Take care. Peace
Thank
out.
you.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us today, boys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to KG with the $50 super chat. Look at that. The richest man in the world. This is Good Morning MLD. Hey, listen, I'm wide awake after that one. Smash the like button, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back sooner or later, rather than later. Babyface MLD. The arc continues. Have a wonderful day. Make money, make muscles, learn game. Whole frame. Peace out.